Welcome in everybody to game number 1 of the Every Team Cup between halftime OJs, Orcs and Loose Goose's Chaos Renegades. If you've watched the full preview, you'll be familiar with these teams already, but let's have a quick look. We've got some flaming Orcs. Oh, I feel bad for this one Orc Blitzer who doesn't have a flaming head, but he's the only Orc Blitzer who doesn't have an added skill. They've got some Mighty Blow, Tackle and Guard on the sidelines over here.
Are not spirit things.
Jiminy with the 1-bit cheer, thank you so much. We've got block and 3 guard on the big ends. We've got a thrower and we've got 3 linemen. That gives you a bench of 1. The Renegades, this was the Renegade roster. They all took different rosters, the Renegades. This was the one which has gone for a bit more stability with the guard. Really interesting choices here, like stacking up triple guard, using a secondary to put guard on this Orc. It makes this a very hard line to hit. Although maybe Biggins will be okay anyway with their strength 4 and plenty of guard of their own. The Rat Ogre has block. There is a Blodge Elf, and there is a Unskilled Goblin, couple of block linemen, and the Wrestle Rat. I think this is like a really interesting Renegades roster. I was talking about this in the preview. Like, I'm just not used to seeing, when you get those 2 secondaries, seeing a secondary not spent on the big guy. But I do quite like the puzzle that is, I guess, posed by having all this guard up front. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Yeah, I'm not certain who won the coin toss because this is not showing anything. But I can imagine it might have been the Renegades won it and decided to kick in the rain. Who knows, because it is raining. I know that's not always super clear on the Blood Bowl 3. The other thing that I meant to check and forgot to check was which group this is in. If anyone's got all the groups up and wants to check, because there are 16 groups, it's quite hard to keep track of all of them. But yes, it's the first game of the whole competition, so obviously everyone is starting on 0 points regardless. And Collie's in chat now. Hey Collie.
Hello.
Oh, she's here. She snuck in. I didn't hear you.
I am.
How's your...
You were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
That's very kind of you. How's your Sunday? How's lovely Yorkshire?
Lovely Yorkshire's proper well good.
Proper all good. Is are the kids all pooped out after yesterday, or that doesn't really work that way, does it always?
This morning, so he's extra pooped.
Nice. That's what we're looking for. Oh, get the ref to start the tournament. Free bribe to kick things off. And
are you watching this?
Oh,
in the client?
Hang on, yeah. Let me share screen for you so you can watch it in off me in real time. Give me just a second. Where is the channel I'm looking for? Here. Share screen.
Oof.
There you go.
So we've got the middle guard is down, and we've taken the 1 die.
Yeah, so this is the interesting thing I was saying with like this, like go with all the guard on the Renegades. Like that's forcing a 1 dice even against Orcs with all these guards. So yeah, it's kind of fun. I don't know if it's like necessarily better.
Well, they got it. Now they've got 2 dice on the troll with with either of those black Orcs.
Yeah. I didn't see. Was the first block also 1 dice? No, the first block was 2 dice. Yeah.
No, the first block was 2 dice.
Yeah.
The second block was just a
1.
push.
Yeah.
1 dice. So there's another 1 dice. No. Okay, we're going for 2 dice.
Comes in the Mighty Blow.
And it's down. The ogre is down, but okay. Mighty Blow doesn't do it.
And a really professional coaching there, because they could have gone with the block here first, but they knew the 1 in 9 was coming, so they just cleverly went for a play with block first. Smart. Always read the dice log before making your actions.
And they always get, when they get the POW on the troll is down, the troll is okay.
Troll is okay.
What do you think about this setup for Renegades? Obviously you got the 3. Mm-hmm. You always go with the ogre, you always go with the troll, but then it's always the top choices. Do you go for the Minotaur or the Rat Ogre?
Yeah, so I like the Rat Ogre because I just think like when you are blitzing with it, like the fact that you know it's going to act if you need it to, like you can choose not to give it a friend, and then if it rolls a 1, that's fine. But on the turn when you really need it to work, like you can just give it a friend and know it's going to work. As Doglabro raids in with a party of their favourite 14 people. Thank you so much for the raid, Douglas. So
I'm a Minotaur girl. I
yeah.
prefer having the Minotaur
What do you like about the
because it's
Minotaur?
a 6 split,
Mm-hmm.
and I just know that anything that my rat ogre hits will die instantly.
We'll go
And
back.
my opponent's remove enough of my own players without helping them along with that.
I don't know if it's your mic or if, oh my god, we got Foul Yoga, which breaks armor and gets caught. It's a stun.
No, but we've got the bribe. Bribe is deployed.
Is used. I don't know if it's your mic or if it's something else, but your volume's like going up and down a bit. I don't know if that's like how close you are to the mic or if that's just something with the thing, but sometimes it's not as easy to hear
My
you.
distance to the microphone can't change.
And I don't know what's causing it. Just slightly like sometimes I'm like hearing you clearly, then sometimes I'm not hearing you clearly. It's slightly harder to hear what you're saying.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's fine. I don't say anything interesting anyway.
But you were saying you like the Minotaur for the strength 6 bits, which I do get. I like the strength 6 bits. That's good. I think I just like.
I don't like hitting my own players.
that is an unfortunate side effect of using the rat ogre. I just like I hate that 1 in 6 chance to lose your blitz, and like if you're choosing the turn, you're going I don't mind, then that's okay. But if you like really need the blitz and you roll the 1 in 6, like it just drives you mad. So
to be honest, so anybody that really needs that blitz to come off is going to be trying to not do it with their big guy.
Yeah, for your Renegades, I think you have to do it with the big guy.
When you're playing Renegades, though, you can't be afraid of the 4+ loner.
Yeah, it's also true.
You have to embrace the 4+ loner because you've got 3 of them, and having all 3 of them not acting in one turn. Like the rat ogre, if you don't give it a friend and it fails, it's lost all its tackle zones, but the Minotaur doesn't. I mean, there's arguments either way, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Like, and they're very similar in some ways, right? Because they're both armor 9+. The rat ogre does have an extra square of movement, but then the Minotaur's got, I think, thick skull, which makes it slightly less likely to leave the pitch, which is big. So there definitely is an argument either way on them. The other thing that I do quite like with the rat ogre, again, the other like benefit you get is the tail, and it really like that's
you absolutely on the tail, yeah.
But that like really depends on the matchup. Like I just like I'll forever love like the tail and the rat ogre just because when I played Underworld, I had a tournament where like the tail tripped up Griff and then Griff got fouled to death, and I thought that's like wouldn't have happened if it didn't have the tail. So sometimes it's amazing, but it's not always, is it? So
it swings around a bit. I mean, tail can be so good, but they can also snake. Oh, and bribe
these free bribes! What a letdown! We were all excited for mega fouling, and then
so excited to see the bribes.
Who brought this ref?
I got a little visitor.
Hello, little visitor.
Oh, I'll sort it. Do you want to say hi, Spencer? Hello, Mia.
Hi, Moo Moo. Can Moo Moo hear me? Probably not.
He can't hear you now.
Yeah.
Bree says hi.
It's a mini flower. It's one of the mini flowers. Dukes, to answer your question about SVP, you don't get SVP for punching your own player. In this tournament, no one's getting SVP because this is a resurrection style tournament. So, like, you don't gain any skills or get any injuries through the tournament. Everyone just heals up and keeps their SVP. But yes, you don't in general get SVP for hurting your own player. As funny as that would be. It would probably be funny, but also maybe like busted. You could probably like take advantage of it, right?
Oh.
Oh, we're playing.
Yeah,
playing with fire close to the sidelines.
You are, but that rat ogre's in danger, really.
The rat ogre's probably getting. It's a 1 dice at the moment, right? Where's the blitz going to
be? With the blitzer, I don't think it's a bad move to take. But then if it goes wrong.
No, I think you're probably hitting it. That's the thing with it's the thing with rat ogres and also minotaurs. Like because they've got that slightly lower armor, you always want to hit them. Oh, starts with the 1 dice and gets the full pow. Huge armor roll coming up.
Oh, fat pow. Yes, Dukes, that was my miniest cauliflower.
Miniest. What's a mini? Oh, big armor break. Just a sun. I'm
Now,
hungry
exactly. It's done now.
for blood because it's the
The
first game of the tournament.
troll's back on its feet. The ogre is stunned, I believe. It was stunned last turn.
Hmm.
Because they haven't tried to get it up. Yeah.
What do we call a mini cauliflower? Like I feel like it needs like we need like a
I call him Moonlit.
yeah, I know what you call him because I know his name. I was just thinking, is there like a mini vegetable term? But I can't think of one.
I don't think so.
No. I can't think of a good mini vegetable term to cover all your children. So we just have to go with mini flowers.
Mini flower.
Mini flowers, acceptable. The orcs are doing orc things. I believe this strategy is known as herp dirt base base, I think. I think that's the official name for it.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Burp, burp, burp.
I miss Daedalquist. I miss Daedalquist doing his herp dirt dirt.
I would say that's right. A what?
Oh my
Floret.
god, a floret. I was really worried that she was saying a ferret there for a second. I was really worried that Giraffe was about to say that your kids should somehow be an homage to Star Ferret, which was going to be an outrageous way to start a fight. But a floret I quite like. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Magiot. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Not here or in New York.
Somewhere.
But somewhere. Now, Collie, we do have to talk about something important, very important on the stream. I understand that your family now owns a slip and slide.
We do want a slip and slide.
Was that the best thing you've ever bought?
We didn't buy it. It was a birthday present for us.
Oh, I didn't realise that. Oh, that was a birthday present for your little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, have you tried it, or is it not big enough for grown-ups?
It's not big enough for grown-ups, and we're still trying to figure out how to get it to actually squirt the water. Because I think it might be something to do with the water pressure.
Oh, so like actually like. Is that how does it work? Like, so you can like run the hose through it and it puts water through automatically?
Yeah, you plug the hose in. You plug the hose into it. It fills it all up, and then it's supposed to like shoot water to keep it all wet and stuff. And there's a big funnel at the bottom end. But
and do you then have to like fill it with like fairy liquid or something to make it all slippy?
Oh, it's supposed to be extra slippy, but the kids all had fun with it yesterday. There was lots of yelling and giggling and squealing, and then it rained, and I'm not 100% sure how they noticed because it was very hot.
I feel like I'd be like slightly terrified of like injuring myself if I was going near it, but
yes,
kids can be quite resilient.
Them literally throw themselves on their belly, and my first thought was,
am I going to A&E later?
Yeah, pretty much. Which one of you am I going to have to scoop into my car? If you ask me to do this, who's going to scoop me up into a car?
Obviously chatting, very focused on the game here. I think this is like a pretty good example of like you have to be careful if you're doing the herp derp derp because the Renegades did get quite a lot of hits back there. Although then again, when you're armor 10 plus, you can get away with that a lot more. But I think definitely like I like what loosegoose has done here, just like restoring this chunk of guard in the middle of the pitch because that's now really hard to deal with. Like the orcs have got some space, they can come this way, but to fight through this
then becomes very dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. The orcs don't really want to get their team split on offense, right? Like they want to keep everything together, but fighting through this in the middle now is a pain. So yeah, it's super interesting this guard build.
Movement to flick to the left hand side. I would have preferred to have kept the ball more central at the end of last turn rather than going and committing to this edge.
Yeah, I think they'll come back to the middle this turn because they're not in a rush yet. Like it's only turn 3, but yeah, I think pushing that way on it wouldn't go well if they kept pushing this way. I think you definitely agree on that. Oh, one dice without. There's no block on that player.
And it's a push. Yeah, it's a dangerous gameplay. One dice for that block. You're not a dwarf. You're not an horseman.
I think,
And then 2 dice on the ogre. We do have block on this one, so we've got that.
and we
Do you?
cannot get a 2 dice here. We can do a 1
No,
die.
you
Oh, we
can't
can
because
get.
there.
No, we can because we
No,
could move
'cause
in this. We could move this in this one that just blitzed.
yeah, but then that orc isn't his orc with guard, so he's not going to be an assist.
You're right. That is not his orc. I did not. Thank you, Golly. I did not pick that up. That's going to be a bit confusing. We might have to do a bit of blue-red sometimes, because the color schemes are actually quite similar as well. We might have to go blue-red.
That's still a 1 dice from the lino.
Sorry, I hate going blue-red when people have made lovely color schemes, but they are a bit similar, and with those both having orcs.
Oh yeah, how beautifully painted is your team, blue red?
Sorry?
We'll never see it.
Yeah.
Are we going to rush it? No, it would be a dog, wouldn't it? Do we take that 1 dice on that troll? I don't think
Yeah, no, I think we do. Because I think if it's the last action you do, I think you're okay with it both down.
Yeah, I suppose. It's the skull. You just don't want to leave it there. You don't want to leave it on its feet.
Yeah, I think because it's basically a 2+ if you're willing to take the both down. So I think you do it as your last action. Yeah, this is the first game of the tournament. Also, just to say, I believe. But you probably aren't re-rolling this. So yeah, let's stay there.
I mean, I think I agree with that re-roll. I don't agree with making that blitzer there.
Yeah, that's a very interesting spot. I mean, I guess they're just thinking
this. Not getting up. That's really huge because now you don't have guard on that black orc and you don't have the guard support for the troll. That troll is isolated. Although they can bring someone in, they're going to have to commit another player to do it.
They've kind of just given up this baby blitzer to the rat ogre, but they're also saying if you want to use the rat ogre at all, the blitz has to be here. So like that's kind of a I don't hate it because I think actually if I'm playing the Renegades, I probably do want the rat ogre back in the action. So I might
you
absolutely
need that rat ogre back. Your rat ogre, your blitz and moving piece. You troll, your ogre are the ones that are holding everything up.
Was there another chain push we could have done there? If we'd filled the square to the left of the troll, we could have pushed it into the line. I just don't know if it would have achieved anything.
I don't think it would have achieved anything other than getting the troll box down.
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't worth it. I keep trying to say and they're not saying it. I think Halftime OJ said this is their first ever game on orcs. Halftime OJ was the first of our reserves, so they will be doing some of this stuff first time. So.
Right. And he's up and he gets the power on the first one. So now you can bring that round and stick that on the tackle guard there. Threaten from that side, but then you're also risking.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to bring it onto something because I don't want it to get it hit, but I quite like that. Just keep it on the mighty bow.
You need to keep it in the middle.
Yeah, you'd rather it was more central. Yeah.
It needs to be more central. It's nice to keep those 3 big guys together because they're just a massive threat.
See, the troll guard does end up doing something with that chain push, doesn't it? That guard again, like that allowed me to get the hit. Oh, and then troll did troll things.
That's big stupid. That's a really big stupid.
Yeah.
But you stick that guard back in there and you 2 dice on that troll.
Classic Renegades problems. You just have that turn where you roll a couple of 1s and then it's like, oh, now the team's not good anymore.
But, oh no, I'm just a dark elf and some linos.
Yeah. Badger Jelly says says OJ's a good coach. They've been ripping it up in Badlands Skullcracker. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's another league. Is that is that one of the ZFL conference leagues? One of the ZFL conference leagues, which are a heap of fun. As all ZFL stuff. It is. That's just factual. 3 divisions of ZFL this season. I'm so excited.
So where are we going? The Renegades have stayed quite wide, which is good. They're really controlling the centre of the pitch, which is where the orcs want to be.
I feel like this is a turn. Oh, double skull is terrible for this to start. I thought that was 4 for a second.
That's not ideal. Not an ideal place to be.
Yeah, turn 4 feels like you'd like to be making some progress, and I actually feel like this is a turn where you almost really want to do it because you've got the 2 stupids in the middle, and that won't be there next turn, but so far not off to a good start.
Okay, so we got the hit. The troll is down. Unfortunately, that lino not going down was really huge.
They have been able to split the guard up a little bit, at least here, right? Like you've pushed the
It's
troll one way and
nice,
the
right?
ogre the other way.
Your guard's most effective when it's all clumped together and you can try guard lock down your opponent.
Yeah. Until you
If they
play
weren't stood
against.
next to the opposition, those dub skulls would never have happened. You are 100% correct, Christopher.
If they weren't, yes. It's crafty. 4D chess. Oh, that's a scary double rush when you're in your last reroll. But I actually think I might like this because it is going to get you some space.
Let's see, you've got 1, 2, and a rat ogre, and your dark elf. Really, you've only got 6.
I think
so this
you've got to go now, right? Like you take the space.
Safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty safe there. So yeah, move that back in so there's not dice there. That line all's tied up. The orcs on the movement 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so tuck up your thrower into here. Half of the team is over on the other side of the pitch and can't catch it.
These are scary rushes to do before moving the ball. I think the ball needs to go. But maybe the ball's doing rushes as well.
I keep trying to click on the screen when it's not my screen.
I know that feeling. You're watching on the screen share and you like want to click. I'm slightly worried for half-time OJ that they've already used half their time bank and we're only on turn 4, but you often do use more on offense, so yeah.
I would have slotted that guard maybe just in front of it so it can't blitz this way, and then again just stand up the mighty blow and leave it with best friends with that rat ogre.
Big
I wouldn't have done that. I can't click on the rat ogre.
So the only thing I really didn't like there was, given you didn't need those rushes. Oh, big fail again on the bonehead. Or stupid. Given you didn't need to do rushes on the ball carrier, I think the ball carrier should have moved before some of those dice were rolled.
I agree that the ball carrier could have slotted themselves into position a lot sooner and been a lot safer and protected from the fail, because if any of those other rushes failed, you had to re-roll it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you got the ball carrier in first, you can let them go. They're not that critical.
I mean, if they snaked one of those rushes, the ball was just dead back here. Whereas at least here, it's got some sort of shield around it.
So this rat ogre is very easily just going to get back in the fray now, whether it comes over the top or down the bottom. But
there's an Andy Davo trap over here.
There is, and it's a blitzer, right? It'd be a big one.
So
pretty important, but you gotta hope. Gotta hope.
This is like in like cartoons when it's like there's a box that's like got the stick propping it up and it's like really obviously a trap. That's what this is over here, like just big piece of cheese under a box with a stick over it. But yes,
will Goose take it though? Will he fall for the bait?
I think the rat ogre needs to just get into the middle. Yeah, that's what they're going for.
Yeah, there you go. That's where I would have gone as well. You've got, I think there's a big push on there.
Yeah.
You can push out the Skaven. You've already blitzed, so you're not going to hit the ball.
Oh, that's nice. A red dice second hit because of the guard, but it works out kind of.
Ooh, that could have been disastrous.
Yeah, that's a big uphill. It has got blocks, so it's not terrible odds, but yeah.
Oh,
scary.
Oh.
But this is now much better position for the next turn. Like now that it's got there, much tougher for the orcs. So maybe you have to live with some risks, and that's a big pow.
Big pow, big fat pow.
Fat pows. Fat pows.
Only 9. But we've had to commit so many players to getting that we can now just easily go through that Skaven.
We can, but it's definitely looking worse than it was a second ago. Maybe you've still got enough orcs. The thing which is always the problem for orcs is they're like not that fast. Like this ball carrier, if you don't break armor on that wrestle rat, where are you going to leave the ball carrier? Like, do you have to stay short, or do you like do rushes to go past it? Like it's kind of tricky.
We've still got 4 turns. I would like to see us get beyond the line of scrimmage this time, but I think you can stay back a little bit and cage it all up because the troll went stupid again.
Yeah,
So you've got a bunch of free players there to just cage it up and keep it safe.
that was very
You just want to
helpful, the
get
troll going stupid.
over the line of scrimmage, though. There you go.
We're not going for
And
the
you going for another chain
wrestle, right?
push, looking to get the
Oh,
Black Hawk out, I assume?
no, I think we're going to push the rat ogre in here so we can punch it
Yeah,
with
I
all the
like that.
guard.
That's really nice. That's really,
Yeah.
really nice. So you've got another hit now on the rat ogre. You got it isolated on 3 guards. That's massive.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a lot of
Really
rushes, which is stressing me out. But
good.
I actually think I really like
So,
this line of play overall because I think like you don't need to rush past that this turn, but just doing that, if you can knock the rat ogre down, I think it's going to put you in a really good position for the turn after.
if you could knock that rat ogre down, that is huge.
Yeah. So fun chain push. Well seen.
Then you're also going to be marking up the elves.
Mm-hmm.
But where are you putting the ball? You putting the ball behind
I think it's
the
just
blitz line? Oh, yeah, I think it's just, yeah, you go. Yeah, it's
a
just,
little
it's just
bit
in
of
there.
a risk basing this wrestle line rat. I don't know if I like that. I think I might have gone 1 square back, but now you've done it. You've done it. So, because you
I think
could,
that's okay.
well, it could be if they get the 1 dice not knocked down. If the Renegades get a 1 dice knockdown with the wrestle, they have a 3+ to the ball, which is not ideal. Or the guard
And they've got Goose has got all these rerolls as well.
freeing
You got
this
the
up makes
guard
it a lot
boost.
better. That makes it a lot better. That's a lot better.
Much better.
I think I would have put that 1 square across the left.
In front, I think I would have put it in front too.
Yeah, it's just straight in front of the thrower.
With it.
Yeah.
The conga line. 1 dice on the liner. The Goose has lost a liner,
Cheeky
whereas
uphill. Can't reroll that with anyone left.
Blitzer.
Oh, KO on. It's our first removal of the tournament. First removal of the tournament is Teddy Burpee. Not sure which philosopher that's meant to be because they're all philosophers, the orcs. Teddy Burpee? Any clues? Teddy Burpee?
I did name my team. They named it.
Did you? It's very important. Good. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could double rush to put the rat ogre tail just basing the ball carrier. Can't quite get the blitz on. Maybe you can get the blitz on if you... No, because that was stood up already. Okay. Oh, Spaggy's playing his game right after. We might be able to roll into it. You probably would have already started, but we could roll into whatever's left of your game right afterwards.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Unless you want to delay until this one's done, but you probably don't. Because it's only 20 minutes till 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm so excited. It's all starting now.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. Rat Ogre Blitz. Everyone's all over the chain pushes, aren't they? There's another chain push on this one. I really like this again because, yeah, it just gives you a bit more flexibility in positioning everything.
But full disclosure, I'm currently distracted by a mini floret.
Mini
Needs a little bit
florets.
of...
Don't you worry, Colin. You take as much time as you need with the mini florets. Well, I did like that last orc turn, and now I like this Renegade's turn. I like the way both of them are doing it. This was always the worry. Oh my goodness, well, it definitely doesn't help the orcs that they keep getting their armor broken. This drive is now in a lot of trouble.
Did anyone die? Was there a
murder? Yeah.
Ooh, we've been piled in on now. Ooh,
yeah.
That's a big storm, isn't it?
Really nice recovery turn.
Oh, that's really tough now.
It's been interesting because like both teams are kind of okay with starting turns a bit based up in different ways, and because of that, there's been like chain pushes on all the time. And I think both coaches have been quite good at doing their own chain pushes, and I guess in some ways they've both made slight mistakes by allowing their opponent's chain pushes back. But I mean, this kind of goes back to if they'd knocked over the rat ogre last turn, the orcs, it would have been a much different position, whereas now, because they didn't, that rat ogre was able to get straight back in. Looks like we're going to come to the middle here.
sorted. He's all tucked up in your bed tree.
Ah, my bed, my home from home in
Your
Yorkshire.
home from home, where the magic tree ends up. Magic tea.
Magic tea. I know, could you believe before I came on this stream I had to make my own tea?
Oh my goodness. Sack.
Right?
Someone? Ross?
You say Ross.
Did he?
I wish I could train him to make tea. He's a very good boy, but that is unfortunately beyond him without opposable thumbs. Someone's pinged me.
It's me.
Oh, oh. Oh, that's very cute. Oh my God. I know we say it's like every time we see him, but like every time I see him, he's like a bit more like a little man. Whereas when I first met him, he was
Aw.
just a tiny little guy.
I know. He's got
Big one dice there, just gets the push. I think these orcs are not in a great spot though. I think
now they're scrambling now. They're definitely scrambling now.
I think what they were trying to do here was like just give themselves a bit more like move towards the middle this turn, but it feels like it hasn't really worked, and now we're just based up on all the corners of this cage, and I don't know where the ball's going. Okay, hear me out. Here's my plan. Dodge this blitzer on the right, Barkus up Trelius. Dodge them up there, and then just lob it with Mr. Throw in the rain.
Okay,
6+ pass, easy catch. That was a big dodge to stop that from getting served to guard.
Looking a bit down.
But I'm not optimistic about this situation still, as that one fails. Orc armor has not been good. I would understand some frustration from OJ on the armor. Loosegoose is thinking about scoring threats now. Look at this. Man the third straight into scoring range. Not even on turn 7, just doing it on turn 6. Absolute confidence. Confidence check is very high right now for the Renegades, it looks
100%.
like. 100%. We are going to open up a rat ogre hit on the ball here, to be fair.
Yeah. 100%.
It's the way it's looking.
Yeah.
Oh no, the rat ogre's doing that hit. Okay. Oh, for a Kaz.
That is a big Kaz. It seriously hurt. Do you apple that?
It's a big one. Does use the appo.
Yeah, apple save.
Does work. Big appo. Big appo. It's a gamble because, yeah, it can fail. I think I would have liked doing the blitz with the rat ogre, but I guess they wanted to do that safer option there, so I get it. So now you can either blitz with the ogre for 2 dice, or you're doing uphills because the guard. I guess you could hit the guard on a 1 dice first. Nope, it's not a 1 dice because of the guard here. You'd have to go 1 dice here, and then you could have a hit on the other one. I think it's probably just blitz with the ogre, but tricky.
What, are we going to jump into Smegma's game after this?
I think so. If
Oh, that is a shame.
What?
Ogre said no, but
it
now,
did, but that wasn't actually the blitz. They haven't blitzed yet. They were just trying to move the ogre.
The guard is in.
So they could 1 dice with this.
So
with
1
man.
dice without block on the thrower.
Not doing that yet. We're doing a 1 dice on this first instead.
Okay, so now who's? Do they want to go in
if
with
if the dark elf can get around, it's 2 dice. Yeah, it can.
Yeah. It's a big fat pow.
Huge pow. Nearly there. Magnet hands.
Don't want to catch that.
Puts the reroll into pickup. Makes the pickup. Oh boy, the orcs are in trouble. Big problems for the orcs.
Big trouble.
It's funny how hard this has swung, because I really felt like the orcs were starting to get into a nice position, but then they didn't knock over that rat ogre, and then since then, with the removals, it's been really rough. They can get 2 dice on this pretty easily still, I think.
Yeah, it's not hard, is it? So they can hit the Skaven out of the way.
Yeah,
with
you
the
have
bigger,
to do that.
Just push it out the way, and then they can go in with a blitz. They can.
You're going to have to do a 3+ dodge for the blitz, but yeah, I think you just have to do it, don't you?
3+ is never fail.
No. I mean, it's that, or you take the hit bits from here, but it's 1 dice because the guard. Don't think you've got.
Yeah, it's a one. Yeah, it's a 1 dice because of guard, and you don't have block, and you don't have tackle, right? So this is a bludger. We need a 6.
Oh, could Oach Joy was saying could serve the ball. Maybe they could have if they hadn't taken that block with the strength 4. It would have been tricky. Like, could you have done like an
Let's go,
uphill hit
Renegades.
from here?
I don't
Let's
think
go
it was
Renegades
worth
say.
it.
Yeah, I don't think
That was
so.
a much better play. I think it might have been there, but that was just easier than anything else.
The
Really.
problem is like because it's like not. There's no tackle here. Like if you're not doing that, you are gonna have to roll a 6+, aren't you? Which is always a bit rubbish. But unless, can we free up this tackle one? So we've got strength 4 here. You can 1 dice. Maybe you should actually 1 dice this troll. So if you stand up, Mr. Throw, 1 dice the troll, and you can without dodging, you can bring in the blitz with tackle. You probably should do that actually. Feels bad because it's a 1 dice, but.
OJ's trying to look at it. See, this is where I always end up in my offensive tries. I always really struggle on offense and then do all right at defense.
I am worried that OJ is down to 1.5 minutes on that time bank. But yeah, I think I'm standing up the thrower here, doing the 1 dice with the big one. No, that's not what they're going for. They've gone for this, but didn't get the POW.
You need to re-roll that.
Hasn't.
I think they needed to re-roll that because that's just a 2+ away now.
Yeah. I think you're better off taking the 1 dice block to give the tackle in.
Give the tackle hit. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that did take us a little while to see it, didn't it?
It did. And also, like, 1 dice blocks feel bad. Loosegoose doing the trolling emotes. That's a bit mean. Don't know if they're just doing that for the crowd.
We fully support
Yes.
emoting here at the UTC.
Toxic emoting. Different views on the toxic emoting. I quite like toxic emoting on Discord. I don't know if I sometimes feel like mean with the ones in game. But I do also quite like that particular animation because she's funny. She does like the boo-hoo gesture. It's very complicated.
The thing is, if anyone plays me and they try to toxic emote me, all I'm going to do is snap back.
I was going to say they better bring their A game. They're going to try to do it to Collie.
It's just a snap. It's a num num. Num 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 num. I got a hot dog. I got script. I don't care what you're doing.
Oh, big POW on the troll on the 1 dice.
Big fat POW.
That's the POW you wanted a second ago.
I would have stayed there and tried to dodge off with the line up, I think, to try and get better position with it.
Yeah, they've already used. Where did they use their reroll just now? I wasn't paying attention.
Failed a brush.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And that's a failed dodge.
Which brings us back to, like, if you're going to have to reroll that, are you not better off just rerolling the first hit anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I mean. They should have rerolled the hit when you didn't get a POW. Because what you do now, you just need damage control and trying to stop them scoring. But realistically, it's a 2+.
Yeah, this is just a 2+. That's it. No, because they don't have to score this turn.
You don't even need to hand it off, do you? It's just a 2+ away and sort of half semi-screen it off. Because you can also bring this liner that's up here unmarked. That can come down and just sort of screen this off. And it's 1-0 and Gooses.
Yeah. I think it's just the runaway Tempesty. I don't think they have to hand off. I think, if you make this dodge, it's almost certainly going to be a.
I don't think you need to hand off. Not when it's a 4+ in the rain, because it is raining.
Yeah, I think it's not even just that. They'd have to do animosity as well.
Yes, it's 2+, 4+.
Yeah. Be a bad time to snake, but it would be a.
I mean, a snake would be really unlucky here. I think both coaches play quite well. I think OJ has been a bit more conservative on his rerolls than he could have been.
Well, I mean, poor OJ did have that horrible double skull they had to reroll.
Yeah.
I feel like OJ's had slightly the rough end of the dice because the removals they've had too, like orcs removed without removing anything, is pretty unlucky. But I do think Goose has played it well, especially when they did have a couple of turns of like not getting their big guys acting as well.
I think that was going to be a surf. They were going to try and surf that boy there.
Nearly surfed it anyway.
Nearly. They were 6. They were 1 off, and it would have been a KO.
Mm-hmm. So don't think there's a realistic way this ball's getting hit. I mean, like if you can do big and 5+, 4+, 2+, you could do it. But orc forward roll.
You had to do it, didn't you? You had to.
Yeah.
Was that the play after that to dodge the big M? Do we think?
I don't know what else there is to do. Like, there's nothing else that could have got there. So
Yeah, and
Goose risking
straight in.
no dice. Straight in for the touchdown.
Well done, Goose. That was very nicely played. Does the KO come back? That's the big thing.
It does. So there's something. You've got to say one thing for these orcs, which is they've got some very impressive tech going on because it's been raining all game and their heads are still on fire.
It is. So... But, I mean, that's the orc way, isn't it? They believe in something enough and it works.
I love that in the lore. Just believe it enough.
And we believe it enough and it'll work.
These are the actual team.
Red ones go faster.
Red ones go faster.
There is all the colours that do things, and I don't know what they are.
No, I don't either. I bet someone in chat knows all the orc colours.
Someone in chat will be able to tell us. I think what is purple stealthy? Purple's more sneaky, maybe.
Purple for sneaky? So these are sneaky
yellow.
orcs then?
I think yellow is stronger.
Blue is lucky, says yesterday.
Any more, chat?
Hang on, so if we've gone blue, red, and they're blue, they're due some luck.
Black is hard. Black is
hardness. I guess
red
that would make sense with black orcs being black orcs.
Sneak. I was right, purple sneak. Goth have big army. Yellow have blacky guns.
See, you were right about lots of the colours. I was right that someone in chat would know.
It's only this, because I know that Techno has said it to me quite a few times, and he goes through them. Just like I know that the orc currency is teeth. Not necessarily your own teeth, just teeth.
Oh, I thought you said tea for a second. I was like, hang on, am I an orc? Teeth. That was different. Definitely different. Wait, so orcs are tooth fairies? All this time?
Oh.
The tooth fairy was actually just like a giant orc that comes into your room? I love that.
Concerning.
That's my new headcanon. When your kid loses their teeth, this is who comes in. This is who comes into their bedroom at night.
I have concerns.
Just quietly comes, gently lifts up the pillow, and leaves some coins that they don't really know the value of because they're like, I don't know what this is. It's not teeth. So. I hear Moo Moo in the background. I don't know if they're joining in on the teeth conversation.
No, he's got a very hungry caterpillar game and he's feeding his caterpillar and it's turning into a big fat caterpillar. It's going to go in a
Oh my god. I was going to say the best thing about caterpillars is they become butterflies. He used to be like my thing that I always did with my brother when we went to visit my grandmother. Like, we went to visit her house because she lived in like not like countryside, but like on the edge of Cambridge, so it was like a little bit countryside-y. And we'd always go to their garden and we'd get caterpillars off the leaves and put them in old flora tubs she kept, old margarine tubs, and then we'd keep them and we'd get some leaves for them and they'd cocoon and then they'd become butterflies and we'd let them go. And I really liked that.
I think I would have been looking at surfing that Mighty Blow orc.
Oh yeah, that's a dangerous game that
well, they've not set up to do it.
Yeah, they could have gone for a surf here. The problem is if you go for this surf and roll a POW, then you get your Brat Ogre surfed.
You do. But I think that's a worthy risk. Personally.
I think maybe like sometimes I would go for that, but I think given you're 1-0 up already, maybe you play a little bit more like less aggressive, a bit more like I'm in control of this game. So Collie's like, no, this is
all the time. Well, look, the Warlord is more lore in chat. The Bad Moon clan is the richest because their teeth grow faster than any other orcs.
There you go. Is that, just to check, is that like Is that 40k or is that the old world or is that both? Like, is it the same in both of them? Like, does that go across both?
It's such deep lore. I don't know if anybody could
Yeah.
ever know all of it.
No, yeah, I was just curious. Like, I don't know if someone in chat will know.
The world that they've made for it is just
Yeah, it's
immense.
amazing. Super amazing.
Tolkien would be
Well,
embarrassed.
Tolkien did pretty amazing, but Tolkien's one person, whereas the Games Workshop lore is now like a lot of people. And also, like, there's a bunch of stuff that contradicts the Games Workshop lore. I know that, like, because they've had so many
Always
people
is.
writing in
That's
different
always the
places at
case, though,
different
isn't it?
times.
Yeah. How hard must it be to keep track of all of them?
This was always one of my favorite things I remember hearing about, like, Terry Pratchett, is because, like, Discworld obviously is like this whole living, breathing place.
Yeah.
And he didn't actually have a map of it for a really long time. And he was like, and then some people helped him to map it out. And they were like, it's crazy how much this makes sense, even though you didn't have a map. Because, like, he obviously just in his brain had actually made something that was quite consistent, even without actually, like, doing all that. So,
Yeah, it's pretty much.
yeah.
There's a reason Terry Pratchett has so many fans.
Bloody love Pratchett. So good. Oh, wow. Time bank is now down to 7 seconds for half time, OJ. I had not noticed. I knew it was going down. But yes, Andy
It's
Rue.
down to that. He's all he's done is stood up his players.
Yeah, that is a worry.
It is a worry. It is a worry. But time management is really important at tournaments. Whether you're playing online or in an actual tournament, you do need to watch the time.
Definitely. It's definitely a part of Blood Bowl 3, isn't it? With that
It's a really important. It's just an important part of Blood Bowl when you're playing in tournaments. It's fine when you're in a league and you've got someone who can sit there for ages with you and have a good time.
Are you doing a league at the
We
moment? A tabletop league?
I'm not. I'm not.
You did one for a bit, didn't you?
I did, and then it kind of fell apart.
Oh no.
But when the kids are getting quite independent now, so I think soon I might be able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like weekday evenings is often when that stuff happens, and you've got like school runs and stuff, haven't you? So we got
this school run. You've got to feed them. Apparently, you're supposed to feed the social services or something to say if you don't.
I bet that amount they're eating is only going up with 3 of them as well.
Oh my god! Don't talk about it. So we went over the last half term that we had, which was the spring bank holiday weekend, right? An email from Pizza Hut saying kids eat free. Kids eat free. So one kid goes for each paying adult for that lunch buffet. So we rubbed our hands together and thought Pizza Hut are going to regret
I was going
this.
to say, that sounds like a good deal.
Little Lou here to it, and I think he ate 2 full plates of pasta and like 9 slices of pizza.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Yeah. I went with a friend of mine for a pizza near me recently, and like I didn't even realize. So like this is just like it's a small chain, like 4 or 5 restaurants they have like in and around Brighton, of pizza restaurants, and they had like a kids deal where like his son got like a slightly smaller pizza and a dessert and a drink, and it was all like a tenner or something, which I thought was pretty good actually.
That's good. It's nice as well.
And yeah, his little boy's only like he's 6 or 7, but like he's tall, like his dad's really tall. And yeah, he polished off his kid's pizza, and then I'd like had like 2/3 of my adult pizza, and I was like, do you need more? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay. So he ended up eating like a quarter of mine, which was fine. I'd had enough, so like it was good. But yeah, it's definitely like just seeing, like, even though he's like little.
So the Techno took them all to the in-laws to see their cousins. They ordered in pizza. I think we got like 1 or 2 pizzas for the kids to share. So we've got 3 and they've got 2, so it's 5 kids. Most of them are young, apart from Big Fluet. And they put these pizzas down. And Moo, I think he had like his share, which was 2. And then he started going and scavenging around the grown-ups, and the in-laws could not believe how much pizza that boy could put away. I was being texted through this whole time, and they're like, "You've only bought 2 pizzas for the kids," and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough."
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like out of your 3, Moo might end up being the tall one. Might end up being the biggest of the group. Liscaris, the coaches are Halftime OJ and Loosegoose. This is one of the European divisions. I'm afraid I do not have a division name in front of me. It's the first game of the whole tournament. And to confirm to McMackey, the Orcs did unfortunately get scored against on their drive. Also, hello to Hyperbrain. Happy belated midsummer, most important and best holiday in Sweden. He's 4, says Scully. Yeah. Definitely not a teenager, Moo. Definitely not a teenager.
He's my littlest one. He's 5 in a couple of weeks.
I was going to say, is he not 5 yet? Of course, he has birthday soon.
Birthday.
My condolences in 10 years.
Yeah, it's Sunday, darling.
Blunt is saying the main
25.
character is a bad moon. Ufak Blackhawk is obviously one of the old ones. I have an Orc Black Library book on my shelf that I've been meaning to read, but I haven't read it yet. Gazcool Thracker.
Ooh.
I've got a couple of Black Library books. I picked up a
So
few when I was up.
Library
Yeah, I picked up a few at Warhammer World last time I was up for them.
Yeah, a lot now.
It was a while ago, but
As someone who lives in Brighton, you've been to Warhammer World a lot.
Yeah, I got I was doing a bit of Black Library reading for a while. I've got sidetracked and been reading other stuff again, but I kind of want to start reading them again. I always want to read all the things, and I never find the time to read all things, so I end up with more and more books I haven't read. But it's nice to have options when I want to pick something up and read it. So we're doing a bit of nattering around the game just now, not talking about the game. We did see the first removal for the Orcs, which was immediately upload this KO on Man, the human lineman. I think the Orcs definitely in the first half, as we said, were a bit unlucky on the lack of removals while they had a couple of their own players removed. So they are definitely going to be hoping to get some traction back on that, but so far it hasn't happened for them. They have now fully run out their time bank. Is always a challenge because the game is absolutely uncompromising when you run out your time bank. If you use your time bank up, you just your turn ends without any leeway, and if you're in the middle of making a decision, it just makes a decision for you. So like if you've got a skull and a power on your dice, it might just pick the skull. Oh, nice chamber shader set the serve for the Rat Ogre. We're going to get it.
Oh,
first serve of the game. Off they go.
Ooh, first day for the tournament.
It is res format, Mamaki, yes. So at least that's the good news. Although there's not actually any injuries right now anyway. There was a seriously
It wasn't seriously hurt, but the uncle said, nah, no, he's all right. It's fine. Glued his arm back on.
And your OJ just needs to imagine more time following our conversation about the Orcs.
Is he out of? Oh,
yeah,
gosh, he's out of completely out of time bank. But Goose has got quite a bit this time bank left.
This is just such a tough spot because, like, as the Orcs, like, all the pressure is on you, right? Like, the Renegades don't have to score. They can just mess around for the rest of the game. They don't care.
You eat that? I think you eat that.
I think you eat that, yeah. They don't.
Ooh,
Double skull.
Well, you're eating it. It says you're right.
Yeah, I think
this has been punished.
I think they should have eaten that. There is now a chance to blitz this big one onto the ball carrier, like if you go after the Skaven, which I don't hate. Just put a bit of pressure on. They kind of need to put some pressure on somewhere.
That orc is not their orc. Who's the dodge?
Which one?
Okay, now it's 2, so it's pushed. So what? I can't see because you don't have grid lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I find these grid lines too much to look at. I think someone did say
when I'm trying to count out in a cast, I kind of look at them.
Hang on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think there is an option to make them less. I don't know where. Somewhere in here, I think there's an option to make the grid lines a bit less like.
Nah then. Julian's here. Nah then.
which menu is it? If someone can tell me which menu it is so I don't miss too much game, I'll do it, but I don't want to gameplay. All right. Options, game, readability.
It's a slider bar. Is it that?
Grid
There you go.
opacity. Grid thickness. That's now way too thin. You can't see them at all. Options, game, readability. I mean, probably opacity. I just don't want to get too thick. That's probably what we're looking for. There we go. That's,
that's
a,
fine.
that's a lot better, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we've knocked it down. We've got the big end on the ball. We've got 20 seconds left for the orcs before they will be timed out because the bank is gone.
Oh my god. You could do things. You can take blocks, but you need to just click because your time's going to run out. It's so painful watching when the time makes
9,
out.
8. Oh no.
They're going to run out. Make them. Oh, don't do that. Make them white, suggests Christopher. Let's see what that looks like. If there's an option. No, wrong one. Game. Readability. White grid. Confirm. Do we like that better? I don't know if I do like that better. That feels more.
I don't like that better.
Yeah, I think I'm going back to black. Sorry. Sorry, Christopher. I think I liked it the other way.
I prefer it to be black. Less.
I should probably have a play with them at some point. Not in the middle of a game. I might find a way I like them better.
Why does the clock say 0 but it's on Renegade?
This does look like it might
waiting
be.
for opponent.
Looks like it might be hanging. I hope it's not going to be a crash. Carly. Yeah, this is definitely frozen.
Why?
Yeah, I think someone needs to alt F4 here, or is it us? Have we done that?
We can try. Hold, please. So we're going out. It's not main menu. Okay, I'm just going to main menu. Fine. Community. Manage leagues. Those aren't my managed leagues. There we go. Live. Oh, second game's up and running. But let's carry on with this one first.
I have signed up to Mulligan's. Oh, I mean, I've signed up for it. I haven't actually worked out if I can go yet, but
I think one of them's going to need to alt F4.
I could go as well. Yes. Oh dear.
Just message them both. Oh, have you signed up for Mulligan's, Carly?
I did sign up for Mulligan's.
When is it?
Next year.
Next year, I know. It's Bloodfall stuff when you're far enough ahead.
Yes, at some point next year. It's about work calendar.
Okay, so update from the two players. Halftime OJ's on console. Loosegoose says their internet freaked out. They're on their phone hotspot.
Oh.
That might have just done to fix it there. Fix it at the back. There we go. On console, can you not go out and come back in? I don't know.
It's harder. It's easier for the PC player to do it.
Yeah. Looks like we're back anyway. Clock is ticking down. Loosegoose is here. So yeah, the orcs did get the pressure on the ball.
End of February. Thanks, Lillian.
This is a slightly thinky turn here for the Renegades. Like, they are still in control of the game, right? They're 1-0 up, but this is a little bit of a... You're a little bit pulled apart. You've got some players stuck over here. You've got your big guys all stuck on players. You don't want to get it wrong here. I mean, you could just literally dodge backwards, given the orcs
I'm
are
thinking of
slow.
trying to come and regroup back up, sort of in the middle with the troll. With the troll and the ogre.
I'm a bit worried about pushing towards this though, because both of these are unreliable, right? Like they can roll the 1 or they could roll the 1
I
and
don't
9.
activate them.
Yeah.
No, don't activate them.
Freeing this up is
Absolutely
good.
not.
Yeah. Might just leave them to stay where they are. Yeah. Stay where they are.
Yeah,
take
leave them where they are 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a block from the elf.
Yeah.
But it's not engaged.
Hey, Simo. Are we going to get another serve here? The rat ogre hasn't gone yet. Is this the blitz? This should be the blitz, but I think it might be a block. And it's a blitz. Yeah, okay, very nice. Gets rid of another orc.
He's okay. He's okay.
I think you just don't activate. I mean, if you don't activate these, there is a chance that they're going to get hit on the ball. But it's probably not going to be an amazing hit on the ball. Oh, another big armor break. This is now looking pretty solid for the Renegades. There was a moment there where I thought maybe there was some pressure on here, but it hasn't really come to anything.
No, they've managed to recover from that quite well.
Looking more and more like loosegoose is going to get the win here, but
yeah,
it's not over. Miracles. It's not over. It's not over. They have in the second half, McMackey, they did have they had 2 turns in a row in the middle of the first half where the ogre and troll both went stupid, and then I think the next turn one of them went stupid again. So they had one bit where they did make the defense weaker for a second, and I thought loosegoose recovered really well from that.
Thelian's talking about Glasgow.
Thelian's got a title to defend at Mulligan's.
He does.
So, champion of Scotland, Thelian.
He is. Scottish person.
I mean, Yorkshire's almost Scotland, isn't it? It's close.
Don't say that.
Definitely don't say it.
Oh, we've got a reroll for double skull there. For 1 in 9.
Turn 12, you're not saving it for much at this point, are you? You've got to put some pressure on and get the big one back in there. It's just really hard to see how the Orcs win this from here. I would even draw it. I mean, not trying to win. You're down 2 players. You need to force the turnover. It's so hard to do it. I think I might have brought that player forward, just not because I think it's going to necessarily work, but just because I think you've got to put more pressure on than this. Fails his dodge, puts the reroll in, does make it. Okay, we'll bring the pressure that way. We'd gladly have the Northerns. It's the Southerns you're worried about. I don't blame you. As a Southern.
I like it in Glasgow. I go for work. So it'd be nice to go back.
I haven't been to Glasgow since I was a teenager, but I had a good time when I went.
Last time I went, they were filming that new Batman movie a couple of years ago now. So they closed off a lot of it, but then they canned the movie, so he's not coming out.
What movie was it?
I don't know. It was a Batman movie, but without Batman, like the Robin movie or something.
A Batman movie without Batman. That seems like a ruined puzzle. Thank you for the follow. Oh, you made your first stream. Welcome. Lovely to have you with us. A regular man movie, says Alien. Why are you assuming it's a regular man movie? Maybe it's just a regular Bat movie. It's just a movie about a bat.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Batman's not got any superpowers. He's just got a lot of money.
He's just really rich. The real superpower, just being incredibly wealthy. Yes. The best superpower this giraffe. Yeah, I'll take it. I would
Well, yeah,
happily
I
take
wouldn't
that,
be
to be
saying no
honest.
to that one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because that's not just good for being double skull there, and he's eating it.
Yeah, it's on an ogre. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it
Ball
didn't need
save.
to.
Yeah.
It didn't need to.
Mm.
Batman should be reading.
Capitalist man.
So I've got a katsu curry to make today. That's good
Have
fun.
you made one before?
Yeah, I did actually.
Like from scratch or like from like a kit?
Yeah, from scratch, from scratch.
Wow. I've never tried to make katsu curry. Is it hard?
It's not hard. It's just time consuming
Right.
because while it is technically a Japanese dish, it's a British inspired Japanese dish.
Right.
Oh, but it doesn't matter.
Moonloo's coming in to have a chat whilst we see the mighty blow orc. Oh my god, they finally got
Do a
removal.
thing.
It has taken until turn 13 for the
As
orcs
long
to
as
get
Daddy's
removal,
watching the telly.
which is definitely tough. Tough going for the
That is
orcs.
tough. That is really
Yeah.
tough going. But they've also let quite a few of their orcs get served.
They have let two of their orcs get served, which is unfortunate.
47 seconds. Can we get in?
That's nice. Like that. Put a bit of pressure on. We've got 2 dice here with the guard assist. A little bit of pressure here with the 2 big guys down. Maybe there's time yet. You never know.
Just push away from the soul.
Down to the last reroll, but
Still got 20 seconds. This is now looking much better. OJ's picked up the pace. He's getting his turns done.
I think you take this.
Does need to start doing this from
Why
the
is that a 1
beginning,
dice?
though, because the troll's got guard.
Of course it does. Yeah. Also, I just thought that troll was on their team because it's a troll and they're an orc team, but that's not how that works. Even with the red blue on, I still got confused.
Stupid ogre.
That was a nice big armor break. I actually like genuinely a bit of pressure on this turn with the ogre staying down.
Yeah, it's a really nice amount of pressure.
Because you now
you've got
haven't
the
got a
surf
friend.
on the lineman.
Yeah.
Where's the tackle? Where's the tackle lock? Is it off?
Starts with a 1 dice.
Where's the tackle lock?
Tackle
was a
lock
tackle lock.
is.
There he is.
It is.
Based
here.
on
yeah.
based on the not orc. Hey, J-Lo.
I think we just go backwards here. Hey,
well, the thing is, you don't need to score. I know touchdown difference is a tiebreaker, but you don't need to score.
No.
What you could also do is 2+2+ and leg it.
Yeah. Well, touchdown difference is a tiebreaker, but head-to-head is used before it, so it's not even like that likely to be a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And with only 3 games, I don't think the touchdown difference is going to make quite as much difference.
No. Oh, we're trying to go for... Oh, we're...
Move the 12. Then you could get through without a dodge.
That was nice. Yeah, that was nice. So we risked... There was a 1 dice without block there, so there was a scary block, but they did the brave thing and they got rewarded for it.
Still had all their rerolls though, so it was fine. It was a good turn for the Orcs, and now it's a good turn for the Renegades. That's a big 3+.
Huge dodge.
It's a really big
huge
3+.
Dodge and huge power.
Huge.
You've still got this here, but it's only a 1 dice on a 3+.
I wouldn't bother with that. I'd just leave that.
I'd leave that. Yeah, leave that.
You don't take that one. Right, OJ, what are you gonna do?
I think I would have wimped out and gone backwards there, but I also would have hated it, and I think this was a bit braver, and it's
this
done
is
more
braver,
for
and
them.
I like this. I like this better. Honestly, I think the best move here is the 3+.
Yeah.
Cowfish. Yeah.
3+1 dice.
Yeah.
You're kind of running out of time to do it, right? Because you've got to score, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of have to take something crazy because you need to get the ball and score.
You have to do it down here, or you're not going to get it down the field.
Yeah.
So just go for it.
Like it's a huge ask. Like you're aiming not just to get the ball. You actually have to take it all the way down here, which is very unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay, double rush makes it 2 dice,
Okay, so
and now we go for
2 dice now. So it's 3+2 dice. Are we still power fishing though?
Yeah, but at least it's on 2 dice. I think I think you've got 2. I think you've got 2.
It's a shame you can't get in there with the tackle. That was unlucky.
Yeah, that was a big.
It was a good move getting that down. You had to take care of that. You had to lock it down somehow.
Oh, we're not hitting the ball. Okay.
And not doing it. And not doing it. I think that's a mistake.
Well, just going off the dice log, that would have been a dodge, that would have been a pow, and that's definitely how you should play. Oh no, you have to reroll this now.
Yeah. I think they should have gone for the hit on the ball. They had 2 dice on the ball with a 3 plus.
Yeah.
They could have given it a reroll.
I'm quite surprised they didn't after they did those rushes as well, right? Like to get the assist in for 2 dice. I really thought that was what the plan was.
That's what I assumed was happening, right?
Yeah.
That they were putting the assist in, but right now, okay, so if they got to go backwards, so they got to go 2 plus, 2 plus, 1.
Do you know what the other problem with this
4,
is, Collie?
5, 6.
Like, you've just taken half your possible scoring threats backwards, and they literally won't be in scoring range because you've only got 2 turns left after this. So, like, all these players are now not possible scoring threats.
Exactly. I wanted to see that 3 plus healthy, and I wanted to see it early on in the turn, and then you can build the rest of the turn around it. Because right now, Goose does not have to score. They will be quite content to lock that ball down there on a bludgeon.
I'm with you. I think that had to be the aggressive turn. It had to be somewhere, and I think it had to be there.
Because now this ball's just going to fuck off and you get no.
Hits a teammate, but they don't mind. Yeah, they'll just switch back to the right here, won't they? Because it's just a 2 plus dodge.
They don't even need to. They could just sit in the cage of 3 big guys and they won't care. But now OJ's got 2 turns to get the ball down, get it down the pitch, and who's going to be the scoring threat?
Like the scoring threat's basically this big one, in the rain.
That's it.
That's kind of it, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's a bit of a worry.
Yeah. It's a thing for sure.
We've seen crazier things work, for sure. Like I totally get the reluctance to pull the trigger on that play, right? Because you are like throwing a 3 plus to try and roll a 6 plus. Like it's hard. I just think at some point you have to. Like when it's all you've got, it's all you've got.
Yeah.
I don't like this being by the sideline though, because if they do somehow sack this, it could scatter out. I prefer this.
Yeah.
Closer. Like it's going to be hard, but it's possible.
1, 2, 3, rush, no?
Yeah, it's this one's going to do a double rush. Teddy burpee.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can only double rush to base unless they take a dodge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they do the dodge. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we had to do the dodge because they just
full pow.
Oh, there it is, full pow.
Out of bounds.
He should have just caged up with his big guys and just said, "Come and get me."
Is it going to go out of bounds?
The sideline?
It's not.
No, it goes that way. So
I mean, you now have to dodge this big one. No. Oh, is this going to be? Maybe this can get in scoring range. Maybe it can.
1, 2, 3, rush.
Yeah, it can.
Rush.
It can.
Yeah, it can just reach.
Yeah, okay, that's better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they were playing very loose there. Loose goose. Lived up to them, played quite loose.
Oh,
there we go. It's over.
It's all over.
That is a shame. And
there's no way back.
Shit happens.
It does. To be fair to halftime OJ, like you're playing on the playing without the time bank for like this entire half is super hard. Like you rush everything when you know you've only got 2 minutes. Like you do everything too quickly. So, like.
I mean, it was ballsy. I still would have preferred to see that 3 plus into a 2D sack on the ball once they got that guard in, and I assumed that that's what they were doing. So
animosity.
Handed it over, failed the catch because it's a 4 plus.
And failed it.
Failed it.
So not going to be 2-0.
Oh no, that's 10-16.
Not going to be 2-0. Not going to be 1-1. So it's going to be 1-0. That's it. Kaz is like the 3rd or 4th tiebreaker. You could try for some Kaz, but it's pretty unlikely to matter. Good job, both coaches. Well done to loosegoose. Commiserations to halftime OJ. That is the first game of the Every Team Cup.
Do we want to jump into Spleggies? I bet he's in the second half by now.
Let's just quickly show the group, if I can work out which group they were in. And then, yes.
I can tell you what group they were in if you hold, please. OJ. They were in Group J.
Group J. So let's have a quick look at the Group J standings. they look like, they don't look like this yet because they have to validate. Once they validate, they will look like Goose in first, Halftime OJ in last, sadly, with
For now.
Average Joe and Danton waiting to play their game in this round. We can't show you the other rounds on here, unfortunately, because they don't show in game. If you go to nuffle.xyz, you will be able to see them. That's weird. The score is now showing here, like they validated it, but it's not showing here. I don't know if that requires something on the admin side.
Shall we see if we could dive into Spleggy's game? So this is a game
Yes.
in Groove.
Give me
Spleggy was one of the
1
later
second, because just for YouTube, I'm going to say, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed that game, we've got more of that coming. Hit that like and subscribe.